Right, I think we are live. Except we're getting a bit of an echo because I've probably got this video open in the background somewhere. Bear with a minute. Let me just close everything down because I can hear myself feeding back. I've got too many windows open. That's the problem. Where's it gone? I've got too many windows open. That's the problem. Where's it gone? Is that it? I've got too many windows open. That's the problem. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just turn the sound down on the computer. There you go. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I could hear myself feeding back, even though everything's muted. So I don't know. I've not done a live stream for a while. So yeah, maybe something's changed. Anyway, welcome to a solo playthrough of Revive. So for those people who don't know, today was supposed to be a playthrough of Agricola this afternoon, followed by a playthrough of Revive tonight. And I was going to have friends round and we were going to play in it. However, I got really ill on Wednesday. So I cancelled that and it's just going to be me playing this solo tonight. I am well enough to do this solo, but I'm not on camera, as you can probably tell. And there's no chat on screen either. I'm going with something a little bit different tonight. The chat has been problematic recently in terms of it's got a bug and it's not working properly. So yeah, doing something different. I am still here, as you can see, but not on camera because I look a complete mess. But yeah, I'm trying it without the on-screen chat. So let me know what you think. Obviously, if you're watching this live, you can see on YouTube, you can see the chat. And if you're watching this back afterwards on YouTube, you can still see the chat. It's just not on screen. Also, I'm not going to be doing a tutorial tonight. I've already covered this on the channel. So if you are interested in learning how to play, then I would recommend going and checking out either my playthrough video from December. Yeah, it's been covered. It's been on the channel. It was a multiplayer game and we've covered that. I am going to be explaining how the solo game works tonight. Also, Nithranya has done one of his great how to play videos. So if you're interested in just a pure how to play video, Branislav from Nithanya Board Games in a Nutshell, he's done a great how to play video. But as I say, I've done a playthrough video of it on the channel. We're going to be doing the solo game tonight, and we're going to be playing Chapter 2 of the campaign. Now, it's called a campaign. Don't worry, right? This isn't one of those narrative, story-driven games where you're going to get any spoilers. Basically, what they've done is they've included the rule book. They've included rules for how you play the base game in the rulebook, and then what they've done is they've created this campaign with a little bit of story, but you don't really need the story. But what it does is it introduces variant rules as it goes on. Now, some people like this. I personally like this. I don't know why I'm looking at the camera. The camera is not there. Some people don't like this. Some people just want them as variant rules in the back of the rulebook. Excuse me. I'm more than happy with this. So yeah, what we're going to be doing, when we did the video back in December, we effectively played chapter 1 of the story, which was the base game rules. So chapter 2 of the story, read here once you have completed your first game. There is a little bit of story, but we've unlocked a new tribe. So there are 4 tribes included in the game, which are basically player boards, and an extra one has been unlocked, the Formica. So that has been unlocked. I shuffled that in together with all of the other ones, and I didn't draw it. We've got the Hofstadterians. So there we go. I actually shuffled them, and I redrew the same one as I used last time. So I put that one back in the box, and I chose a different one instead. Right, next. So in future games, shuffle this together with the other large location tile. Yeah, we got a new location tile as well, and it's come out. So this one here is a new large location tile. It's 2-sided, just like all the other ones. So you've now got 7 to choose from, and it includes the beaker, the chemical beaker, which is on these tiles and on some cards, but it wasn't actually used in chapter 1. So in chapter 1, no, sorry, it was used, but now there's an end game scoring tile for it. Okay. The next card in the deck is for a new rule. So we have a new rule, which is the switch token. So if you remember, see if I've got these presets set up. Yeah, so if you remember in chapter 1, the first game, when you flip the switch, you basically gain one of the basic resources, either a gear, a book, or some food. Is it called food or is it called wheat? Let's have a look. I always like to get things with the right name and terminology. Food, it's called food. So yeah, so when you flip the switch, In that one, you could either get one of these three. Now, the new rule is the switch token has a new function. Instead of producing a resource, you copy the top effect of a card that has been played by another player. Right, in the solo game, you may use the top effect of any card in the display. Then remove the used card from the display and replenish it. Right, so the display is these 5 cards. So whenever I flip the switch, I copy the top effect of a card from here. So it's a lot more powerful. Yeah, because it wasn't very powerful in the first game. Right. And then that's it. Oh, no, yes. Then we've got an example. No, the card being copied must have been played for its top effect. Yeah, so you can't copy a bottom effect card. Yeah, okay. And then read at the start of your second game. So for all future games, you may use the optional rule that you unlocked in your previous game. One player may choose to play with the Formica tribe. Flip this card and continue reading. It's a bit of story, and it's a bit more story. I'm not going to read the story now, but you can. And as I say, I quite like that in games. Whether I would have preferred this in a rule book rather than cards, I think I would have preferred it in an actual rule book. But I don't mind unlocking parts of the game with a little bit of narrative. It just adds something extra to the game. Once you've played through your 5 games and you've unlocked everything, I mean, you've got extra cards in here as well. You can then just go on and carry on playing the full game. Yes, turn the switch on again. Right, so the solo game. How does it play? This is what I class as a Category 1 solo game. There is just me, just my player board. I'm doing my thing. There is no other player. There is no Automa. There is no bot to control or anything like that. I am just doing my thing, which is the same thing that I would do in the multiplayer game without caring about what anybody else is doing. But I am limited by how many certain actions I can take. And that's what this block is for. So it starts off on 0, and it's basically going to move up to 20. Once it goes beyond 20, the only thing that I can do, I cannot do any other actions that cost me these action points anymore. So there are different actions that you can do in the game. The playing a card action will move it up 1 space, and the hibernate will move it up 2 spaces. That's it. I can do any of these other actions as many times as I want, and it doesn't move up. There are 20 spaces on the track. Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. It's not number 20, it's 20 spaces on the track, because these don't go up in order. Well, they do to there, and then it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, okay, so 20 spaces. Now, if you've got the copy of the game that I got, which was at Essen, the rulebook is actually incorrect on here. So just to let you know, it does say you have a total of 20 card actions before the game ends. Not quite true. That for a start is not quite true. You have 20 things that cost action points, whatever, because the hibernating moves it up twice. The player card action moves it up once, and it says in end of game, the game ends when the action cube moves beyond the top space of your progress track. That is not true. The game does not end when it moves off. Once it's moved off, you can continue to take as many other actions as you want to. You just cannot do the player card or hibernate. Basically, you can spend the resources that you've just gained, and then when you're finished, when you don't want to do any more, that's when the game is over. So yeah, if you are playing this solo and you do have the copy of the game that I have, just be aware that that is quite wrong. Slicker Drips placed the cube on the main board and counted back from 20. It's a bit more obvious. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I'm going to do the same thing. Thank you, Tom, for that suggestion. So we're actually going to move it here, and we're going to move it from 20, and we're going to move it down. And then when it gets to 0, that means I can't do any more. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes. Okay, so that is the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, so when it moves to there, that's it. Right, excellent. Right, we're going to do that. In fact, I think that's a much better idea. So if they do a reprint of the rule book, I would suggest that one becomes the actual rule rather than rather than use it on your player board. Right, we're going to give it a go. So we've got the Hofstadarians, and my special power is that when I activate my special power, I can gain a resource from each water that I am adjacent to. So that's one of the things that I am trying to do in the game. The artifact card, which I've drawn, will give me 1 point at the end of the game for each purple major artifact that I've collected for each time that I have used my special power. 1 point in the game for each orange major artifact for each 2 of those tiles. What they called? Come on, Paul. Modules, that's it. And my big 2-pointer, so 2 points per white or grey major artifact for each crystal on the board that I'm next to. So if we have a quick look at the game board, you'll notice I don't have my pointy stick, but I do have a pencil. These are crystals here. So if I build some of my, what are they, settlements or something? Houses? It's buildings, yeah. If I build a building adjacent to a crystal, not only do I get the crystal, but if I collect these 2 purple artifacts, if I collect the 2 white artifacts, then I'm going to get points for that. So one of the big differences, obviously, because this is a category 1 solo game, we don't have any other players to be worried about. So these artifacts are mine for the taking whenever I want to take them. Nobody else is going to take them off me. We also don't have to pay extra if other people populate the board before me. Right, so off we go then. I've basically got 20 of these actions to do. And then after that, the game's over and we add up our points. But there's a lot of people who don't like this style of solo game. I love this style of solo game. I like this style of solo game. I like category 2 solo games. I'm not a big fan of category 3 solo games. And if you don't know what I mean by category 1, 2 and 3, yeah, I'll talk about this another time. But category 3 is where you've got a really complicated bot to follow with a flowchart of instructions and things like that. That's not for me. I just want to play the game and get on with it and not have the overhead of another player. So off we go then. Action number 1, what am I going to do? Well, I've actually been having a look at this before we started. I think I've worked out what I'm going to do. So action 1, has he forgotten? I think he's forgotten. No, I'm going to play a card. Excuse me. So I'm going to do the play a card action, which costs me 1 of those. And I'm going to play a card, and you can either tuck it into the top or the bottom. And I'm going to tuck it into the bottom, like so. And when I do, I get the ability that's printed on the bottom of the card, which is a module. So, Jay says, Spartacus, the wording, oh, do they have to be buildings or population equal? No, it's got to be buildings. Yes, it's got to be buildings. So this, I'm going to take a module. These are the 5 modules that are on display. Because I'm going to be building a lot, and building cost gears, I'm going to take this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's 2 gears. That's going to trigger off a grey card. And I don't have any grey cards, but I'm going to get some grey cards. Surely my 3 other starting cards, some of them are going to be grey. I think I'm actually going to take this one. So this is a double gear module. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my player board there. And because I've put it on the space with the tick, I gain 2 gears. And then we replenish that with a new module. Right, so that's my first action done. I played a card. I did a thing. I've got 2 grey and a yellow in the deck. Right, yeah, because it's 2 grey, 2 green, 2 yellow. Right, fantastic. So I've done that. That's my first action done. Now, are there any other actions? I mean, I'm probably going to pull the switch, aren't I? Although there's no gears in here. Oh, that's a bit rubbish. Oh, but there are crystals. Crystals are wild cards. And there's a food there. That food will allow me to build my first building. Because there's a very nice space here that I've been looking at. So I think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to pull the switch, which isn't one of the things that cost an action. And I'm going to get this benefit here. So that gets me 1 food and 1 crystal. And that card goes and gets replaced. I think that's what it said. Where was it? In the solo game, you may use the top effect of any card in the display, remove the used card from the game, replenish the display. Yes. Right. Next. Do we want to build? I mean, yeah, there is a really good building spot here. And if I, then again, if I build a big building, that costs 5 gears. It's going to get me double the benefits. So that's a really good place for a big building. How can I get myself 5 gears? Well, I've got a card here. That's going to get me an extra gear. But, so exploring, populating. Exploring is going to cost food. It's going to cost lots of food. And I don't have lots of food. At this stage, we do not have lots of food. I do have 1 energy, but I can't do anything with that energy at the moment because I haven't unlocked any of these machines. So I'm tempted. I am tempted to build a building, but I kind of wanted to build a big building here. I mean, I was going to build a small building because that gets me 2 grey and a green advancements, which would be to there and to there, which would unlock that, which allows me to convert resources into crystals, which is quite good. Yeah, I only need 1 more gear. You're right. And I need the food. Because to go there, I have to pay a food. I've got the food. So you're right. I just need 1 more crystal or 1 more gear. So I think, I'll just play this. I'll just do another card action and I'll play this. So I'm doing a card action. It's going to get played and it's going to get played here. And that gets me 1 book and 1 gear. Now, books are used for populating, aren't they? Yeah. Right, so I think we're good. I think if we do that and we do that, then that combos to that, and then that might do that, and it all might trigger off. Yes, so we're now going to do the build action. And I am going to build one of my big buildings, which costs 5 gears. So that's 3 gears and 2 crystals. But I'm going to build it here, which is 1 space away from the chasm, which is where you come out. So I have to pay a food to cross that space. From now on, all of my future builds, I believe in everything, is from this point. Now that I've left the chasm, everything is counted from here. I think that's right. And because I've built a building, I get these 3 advancements doubled because it's a big building. So I'm actually getting 4 grey advancements. Let's just zoom in on my playable because this is a very, very cool part of the game, this bit. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. That unlocks that. Doesn't unlock that because I need those 2. It also unlocks that. Yep, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 green, which is 1, 2. So that's also unlocked that. So this is giving me points at the end of the game. I don't think I get that energy until I place the thing on it. But we've also unlocked some special machines. So this one allows me to convert any 1 basic resource into a crystal. This one allows me to remove a card from a slot and put it into my resting area. And this one is a random one. Well, it's not a random one. It's one of these 3. So I'm putting them here just to save space. So I can get any one of these grey ones and put it on there. That's a crystal. Or do we want another advancement? I don't know. Assuming these are all balanced, I think I'm going to take... I'm going to take that one. I'm going to put it in there. So basically that is a machine that I can now use by putting energy on it. Well, any of these 3. These are 3 machines that I can use, put energy on them to get what it says. And that's probably what I'm going to do next. Because I think that's probably the best one for me. Or is it? Because when you hibernate... Oh, and we replenish that with a new one. Which is that one. When you hibernate, let me just check this in the rules. Do you get all of your resting cards back? Or 3 of them? Take all of the cards from your resting area and put them in your active area. If you have any unplayed cards, they remain in place. So, if I've understood this correctly... Standard machine, take a card that you have played in a slot and move it to your resting area. This not only frees up the slot, but you get the card back. So what I could do is I could activate that, remove that from the slot, put it in my resting area, and then I'm going to get it back next time. And then when I play it, I get 2 resources instead of 1. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But yes, I hadn't forgotten about it, but there's the water. Now the water, and this is one of the rules that quite a lot of people get wrong, the water effect is not doubled. If you build a big building, you only get the water effect once, and this is once, no matter how many times I build adjacent to it. So if I now build here, I'll get these 2 bonuses, but I won't get that bonus. In fact, do you get these bonuses again if you build next to them? I can't remember that. Let me just check. I know you don't get the water bonuses. Yeah, okay. So yeah, if I was to build another building here, I would get these advances again. But if you build a building next to a water that you're already adjacent to, you don't get that again. And that water bonus is a module. So, considering I've got this card left, now, oh, this is interesting, because food is going to allow me to explore. Yeah, you can get the crystals multiple times too, just not the water effect. I think we're probably going to want to tuck this in the top. Therefore, the module I'm going to take is that one, and I'm going to slot it there. And I don't get the bonus because it's not got a tick on it. Right. Next, we're going to play this card. We're going to slot it into there. It is a card play, which means I move that to 17. I get 2 food. It matches that, so I also get a gear. 2 food, 1 gear. Right. Are we in a position to go exploring? We've only got 2 food and we don't have any crystals. So, no. I can't really explore there. And I don't have the food to explore any of these. So I won't be exploring. Placing population requires books. And I've only got 1 book. So I'm not going to be doing that at this stage in the game. That would also be... I could only populate here at the moment. And I'd need the food to get there. So it's not going to be that. So it's probably going to be... hibernate? No. It's use the energy. That's it. I think I'm going to use the energy. Now, see, I'm really tempted. I could either gain a crystal, or I could do that, remove that from the slot, and then I'd get 2 food when I play it again. I'm not sure. The problem is you have limited card slots. I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to go here. And that allows me to remove one of those cards. And I think I am going to remove this one. And that goes into my resting pile. So I think I've done this correctly. Now, I am going to have to keep muting myself as I cough. Yeah, for those people just tuning in, I've been ill this week, so yeah, apologies, but that's why I'm not on camera and I'm not quite feeling well, but I'm well enough to do this, definitely, and I really wanted to play this solo. Yeah, anything else I want to do before I hibernate? I've already pulled into the switch. I've got no cards left. I can't explore. I can't build again. So I think we're done. I'm going to hibernate. So hibernate moves 2 spaces. And what we do is we take all of the cards from here and we put them into my active area. We then rest all of the cards that are here. What else do I do? I get my energy back. I move the switch back up. And I move this up, which is, I get a module. Right, which of these modules do I want next? Well, we like gears. There's lots of gears here. Do we just go... I think it's gears. I think it's gears all the way. Although there's a double book there. And I am a bit greedy. I have been known to be a little bit greedy. So we're going to take the double book, we'll put it on there. That gets me 2 books. That gets replaced. Now, there's another thing you can do in the solo game as well. In the solo game, whenever you hibernate, you may choose to discard, remove from the game, any number of these citizen cards, any number of machine tokens, and any number of slot modules. So basically, you have the ability, and I'm probably not going to do it in this game because this is my first game and I don't really know what I'm doing solo. But you can use it to filter out ones you don't want for ones that are going to come in which you do want. Yeah, so is any of these, I mean, right now I haven't had a good look at them. But I don't know which ones I actually want. That's the thing. I'd need to know more about the ones that are in the game. So I don't think we're going to get rid of everything. What's the question mark? What's the question mark on that card? Immediately play another card of the indicated colour, and white means it can be any colour which doesn't cost an action. Okay. Oh, that's interesting, because in a solo game, it doesn't cost an action. Right, so that's playing cards. Well, that's got to be good. That absolutely has to be good. I think. Yeah. Because that is get a book and, yeah, play another card but not spend an action to do so. And in a game where I've got limited number of actions, that does seem very good. So I don't think I'm going to... No, I'm not going to cycle anything for my first game. So we've had our first hibernation. And I just wanted to use this opportunity to say, obviously, if you haven't worked out by now, this isn't a sponsored video. The publisher kindly gave me a copy of the game for review at Essen Spiel, but I've not been paid anything by the publisher to create this video, and all of the advertising revenue from this video goes to charity. So I'm not making any money from this video whatsoever, and the only reason I'm able to do that is because of my Patreon supporters. So a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel, and if you like the content that I create and you want to help support the channel, you can do so. Obviously, you watching the video has helped, but if you're watching this back afterwards, please leave me a comment. It always helps the algorithm. Let me know if you've enjoyed it, and if you are in a position to be able to support me on Patreon, then that would be most appreciated. Right, moving on. We are effectively in round 2 of the game between hibernations, and I've already used 5 of my actions because I played 3 cards and I hibernated. So I have used 5 of my 20 actions. Wow. But I've got lots of stuff. I've got lots of books. The books is going to allow me to get the population out. Now, what does population do? It's going to unlock abilities and it's going to get me points at the end of the game. Okay. But we're also trying to build next to these crystals, and this scoring city here is for being adjacent to water, which fits with my particular strategy thing. Yes. But I think because we've got these modules here, I need to be playing a grey card up there. Now, can I get an extra one in here? Yes, I can. Ooh, I can. But is that being a bit greedy? I kind of want that one for the top. No, we need food first. If I'm going to be exploring, I need 5 food for that. Wow. I've only got 2. But I don't want to play that there because I want to play a grey card there to trigger off those bonuses. So we could do this. We could pull the switch to get that food. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to pull the switch to get the 2 food from that card. Nom, nom. That gets replaced. Right, okay, so now we've got 4 food. Not quite enough. Not quite enough, but I could activate that to get a crystal, or I could play that for 2 food and a gear, and then use that to rest that card away, thereby clearing up the slot. Yeah, playing cards moves the marker once, and hibernating moves it twice. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so I'm going to put that there. So I get 2 food, and I get a gear, and that's a card action. So we go down to 14. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my one and only energy on that ability, which moves that card back there. That seems really powerful. I am playing that correctly, aren't I? I've got a big bottle of Fizzy Lucasade next to me. Other energy drinks are available, but the fizziness is helping with my throat, and it's obviously giving me a bit more energy. Right. Anybody who's tuning in just to find out what I think about this game as a solo game, I'm absolutely loving this. This is exactly what I want out of a solo game. It's a puzzle. It's making me think. It's making me go through exactly the same thought processes as I would go through in a multiplayer game. And to be honest, the actions of the other players in a game like this are mostly irrelevant to me, apart from occasionally they can mess you up by going to the places that you wanted to go to. I think we're going to explore. I think we're going to explore here because I don't have to pay any food costs to get there because it's right next door. I have to pay the food costs of the tile, which is 5. So we flip this out. I get 5 immediate points. Woohoo! 5 points. Oh, which gets me a crate. Now, you might as well open these immediately in a solo game, I think. It's 2 gears. Oh, the only reason you wouldn't want to open it immediately is if I was already at my maximum, but I'm not. So there you go. I've opened a crate. Yeah, so I gain 5 points. I also get a card, and I can orient this in one of 2 different ways. So I can either put it like that, or I can put it like that. Now, this is interesting, because if I put it like that, that is another water that I'm next to, I believe. I pressed the wrong button, haven't I? There you go. Sorry about that. Press the wrong button. I've got 1 over this side and then 2 over that side. Yeah, wrong preset. I need somebody else controlling my presets. But it's just me. It's just me on my own with all of these buttons at my disposal. That one makes me a cup of tea. That one gets Loki off the table. Right, when you're exploring, if you reveal if any of the spaces on the tile you flipped are adjacent to buildings, the owning player now gains the reward from those spaces. So yes, I'm pretty sure I get that. Yeah. So I've already got that one, but I get that one, so I get a double grey boost, and I'm going to get 3 points, and that is another water that I'm next to. So I'm going to put it like that. Now, when I'm exploring and moving, you can go through these spaces. The fact that it's water is not blocking me, is it? So 3 points. 2 moves up on the grey thing, which is this one. So we go from there to there. Does that unlock anything else? No, not quite unlocked anything else yet, but that one's almost unlocked. Oh, is that unlocked now? Does that only unlock when you move away from it? I can't remember. It's so long since I played it. Where's that explained in the rules? Here we go. Advancing on the tracks. When you unlock a reward, remove the progress marker once you reach or pass certain values. So yes, so that, let's get the right one this time. The grey track moves were not on the tile that I just flipped. Oh yeah, I'm cheating. Thank you. Thank you. See what I mean? I'm not quite with it. I've moved it back to, yeah. I was getting excited then. I'd already got that. So all it is that. Well, it's either that or nothing. So yeah, I'll get that. I've got the 3 points. I've done that. It is now that I am next to 2 water things, which is good for this. And it's also good for this. Thank you very much, chat, for keeping me honest. The grey was already there. Right. Calm down, Paul. And that action did not cost me an actual action point thingy. Now, actually, I want to build again. But I need to be careful about the number of times that I build, because now I've only got 1 food. Maybe I didn't want to cash that in. I'm not gonna cash in the crate just yet, because I don't actually need it. Because that's going to get me 5 gears. If I put that there, it'll get me 5 gears. I don't need 5 gears. But I do need 4 gears. We've pulled the switch. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. So I'm doing a card action. That goes down to there. That's going to go there. All of the colours match. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4 gears and some food. Right, we're at max gears. Okay. What can we do with those gears? We can build buildings, but I'm looking at the board and I'm thinking, I'm pressing the right button. I'm pressing the right button. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a good spot here for a building. And I don't really think there is one. I mean, okay, so, because I'm already next to that. So we could build here in the hope that something here is good. Here's not that great because I'm already next to that. There's no other water here. I'm tempted not to build and go exploring somewhere else. Oh, this requires books to explore. Aha. So to explore this, it's 2 food and 2 books, but I've got to spend an extra food to get there. And I'm missing a food. At the moment, I am missing a food. So, oh, I forgot to take a card. Yes, thank you. I forgot to take a card when I explored. Yeah, every time you explore, you get a new card. And that card goes straight into your area. Recruit a citizen and place it in your active area. Yes, thank you. Right, okay, so. Well, there's books galore. And this is going to allow me, yeah, if I unlock this, that's going to allow me to trade any 2 resources for a crystal. Yeah, this is where it starts ramping up, isn't it? So I'm tempted to take a green one just because of that and do some populating. Oh, but populating is miles away. It's going to cost me 2 food to get there. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So I'm taking this one. I'm taking that card, and that gets replenished. Okay, so we've done the thing. Right, now, if I've understood this correctly, that card there does not cost an action to play. But I need to use some books first. So I think we're going to do it. I think we are going to populate. So this is an action we've not seen yet. It's the only action we've not seen in the game, but it doesn't cost one of these action points. And I'm going to populate this city here. So I need to spend 2 food to get there. It's extortionate. Wait a minute. Maybe I should build another building here. Because that's only going to cost me 1 food. And that's going to give me an advancement on the grey and the green tracks How do I get more energy? That's going to get me another energy. Right. Yes, we're going to do that. We're going to build again. So we're actually going to build. I could build here and get yellow and green. Or do we go grey and green? What's the yellow advancement? +1 range. So many choices. So many choices. I think we're just going to populate here. So I have to spend 1 food to get there. And then my first population is 2 books. So 2 books. And I take this meeple from my player board. And I'm going to pop it there. No, sorry, not a meeple. Not. Again, sorry, I'm not very well, and my brain isn't quite thinking straight. Spend the food, and I spend 3 gears to build a building. And the building is going there. And that gets me 1 grey, bop, and 1 green, bop, which unlocks this, which gets me an energy. And it gets me a green, one of these. And I'm going to take the one which allows me to gain a module. And I love the way that when you hibernate, you can cycle any of these away. Once you know the game, you can really start getting rid of the ones that you don't want for ones that you do want. Right, so we built a building. Didn't cost me an action point. The building has gone there. It cost me the 1 food. It cost me the 3 gears because it's a normal building, and I got the grey advancement and I got the green advancement. We're good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to populate this area. So that's 1 food. So it's actually the same food cost as it would have been before, but never mind. 2 books. And we're going to put the population on there. Now, putting a population on there, what does that actually get me? Apart from it unlocked, it's going to get me points at the end of the game, and it's unlocked this ability. I think that's all it gets you. Yeah. Okay, and I would have had to pay more books if there were other people already on there. Oh no, I don't need to pay range because it's next to it. So it was cheaper. Yes, that's why I did it. I thought I'd worked out that it was cheaper. I'm not normally this forgetful. I mean, I am a bit forgetful, but not. I'm surprised at how many things I'm missing myself. But yeah, being ill for the last few days has kind of thrown me a bit. So it's not going to be the best playthrough that I've done, but I'm enjoying it. And thank you to the chat for keeping me honest. We've got another energy that we can use. We've got 3 more cards to do. We've got plenty of gears. I want to go exploring again. I mean, I can explore from here. I can explore here now at no additional food cost. But I kind of want to be going this way because this is my thing. We also wanted to do this. And we can do this now. So let's do this now. I'm going to play a card, which cost me an action. That gets me 3 books. 1, 2, 3. And it gets me to play any other card I want to without spending an action to do so. So that's pretty good. So I can play this one here. And I can get either a module or use my ability. And I think I'm going to use my ability. So that comes off and goes here. And I get to gain a resource from each adjacent water. I am adjacent to 2 different waters. So I gain any 2 resources. Well, it's going to be food. 1, 2. Any 2 basic resources. Yeah, there's 2 other lakes here. So that's why I wanted the food, because I think I can now explore these 2 lakes. Well, I can explore this one for definite. And that's what I'm going to do next. So I have to spend 1 food to get there, and then another 2 food and 2 books. So it's 3 food, 2 books. I get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is another crate. I've still got 2 gears in this crate when I need it, and there's 2 food in that crate when I need it. And I'm going to take a card. I need to remember to take a card. And where's this going to go? Well, you can only build buildings on the sand places. So if I put it there, I can build a building there and I'll get the lake and I get that crystal bonus. If I do that, exactly the same. But that's slightly nearer. No, they're exactly the same. So I think we're going to go there. Yeah, we're going to go that way around. Right, I get to take a card, which is going to go into my active area. And looking at the ability on this one, that's put cards in there. Let's get 2 energy back. Oh, look at all these cards. There's so much goodness here. So you've only got 4 card slots then. Well, I think I'm going to take this one. I'm going to end up with so many cards in my active area. I'm looking for ones with the extra slots on as well. I haven't got any of those. Or do we take that one? Oh, I do like that one. I assume that icon is refresh your energy. I've not seen it before, but that, yeah, take 1 energy back from one of your machines. I'm going to take that one. So that goes here. We get a replacement card. Crystals to crates. Okay, right. So we've done the explore. We got the points. So I got 5, I got 3, and I've got 4. All right? Yeah, that's 12 points. We have got 3 gears. So we can build. We have 3 books. So we do not pay for... Oh, right, okay. So I can do another population, but there isn't any more cities. Oh, no, there's a city here, but I haven't got the food to get to it. So food is the issue at the moment. And if I play this card, I will get 2 of my energy back. So I probably want to use that energy before doing that. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use that energy on there to take a module. This is the module I'm going to take. I'm going to put it there, which gets me a crystal. Was I on 1 crystal? Was I missing it and thinking I was on 0 crystals? Hang on, I'm just watching my own video back. No, I was on 0 crystals. Yeah, I was on 0. For some reason there, I thought I was on 1 crystal. Now I'm on 1 crystal. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to play a card. I'm going to put that in there, which gets me a crystal and 2 energy back. Right. It's combo-tastic, this game. So we've got 2 crystals. 2 crystals is effectively 2 food. 2 food does not get me to there, which is where I want to be for this. Yeah. But what about this? No, I need food for that. I haven't got any food at the moment. You would have placed the last tile the other way around to keep access to the northern crystal. Yeah, oh yeah, because I could have got this one from a different sun tile. That's a good point. I've done it now. 2 food does get me there. Yeah, so because you pay for the distance in between, don't you? So 1, 2, and then I could build there. So I could actually build there right now if I wanted to, with a normal building, which would get me a crystal, a yellow bump, and an energy. But that's spending crystals for food. Is there any other way that I can get food? Yeah, there probably is, actually. Still got a card here. If I can clear up one of these slots. Oh, I need a new module. Oh, there's another crystal. So yeah, what we could do, I could do all sorts of shenanigans here. Yeah, I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to spend my energy. So I'm going to spend this energy on taking a module, and I'm going to take this module and I'm going to put it there, which gets me a food. Okay, open up the 2 crates. Oh, there's 2 food in the crates. Yes, so thank you. Forgot about that. 1, 2. I think I'm still going to do the thing. I'm going to spend the other energy on there to move that card to my resting pile. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend an action to play this card here. No, actually, no, let's hang fire on that one. Yeah, let's hang fire on that one. I'm going to take that back as well. Because now that you've just reminded me about my crates, I don't actually need to do that. So, we're okay. I've still got this crate. There's 2 gears in the crate. Need to remember that. 2 gears in the crate. But I don't think I want to build... Maybe I should explore. Before I build a building here, let's explore here. Yeah, let's explore here, because I've got the food and I've got the books. So 1 food to get there. Although if I build a building here, exploring here is free. I'm going to build a building there anyway. It's just whether I build a big building. That's the decision point. So, I could be inefficient with the food spending. I mean, I've got the 3 food. That would allow me to explore here. Oh no, but it wouldn't then allow me to build. Right. Yes. Okay. I don't need the other crate yet. That's the gears. I know that's the gears. So I think I'm just going to build the building. And yeah, I will open the crate to get the 2 gears, but then I'm just going to spend 3 of them. I'm going to build a normal building. And it's going to cost me 2 food to get there. So I'm down to 1 food. But I've built a building here. Right, so because I've built a building here, I get an energy. I get a yellow advancement, which unlocks this, which gets me my first artifact. And I am going to take the white one. And I get the crystal. Have we done that right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly right, Jay. You only get the crystal once, even if it's a big building. So, I think we're good. Now, I'm going to explore. Because I've got 1 food and 1 crystal as the other food, and 2 books. And we're going to explore here, which is 4 points and a card. I'm owed a card. Your beauty goes there. Look at that. So I'm next to another lake. And that gets me another crate. In the crate is 2 food. Let's remember that. So I got the 4 points. I got the crate. I need a card. Well. So I need to look at, I mean, this is spend resources for beakers. Oh no, get resources based on how many beakers you've got. Gain 1 resource for all visible beakers in your play area on machines, slot modules, visible cards in your active area, or card slots, including this card. Okay, so that's only 1. That could be quite a lot more if you're going down that strategy. Artifact for 15 points, is it? It's not 50. Oh, sorry, here. All right, well, I'll have another one. Thank you. That artifact for 15 points. Right, so I've got the 2 white artifacts. So right now, I've got 4 extra points at the end of the game just for being there. Right, primary objective completed was to get the 2 white artifacts, which I've done. Anyway, card. Which card do I want? Crystals for crates. I mean, I'm not going to be able to play any of these this turn. So it's whichever card I'm going to play. Oh, there's a card with a fancy thing on. But it's on the top. I have a beaker on one of the machines under a power token. Do I? Yeah, there. I think that's the only one I've got. That's the only beaker that I've got. I'm not seeing another one anywhere. Which one of these cards do I want? Oh, the artifact printed on the card also counts for scoring. Ah, right. So I've got 3. Nice. I'd forgotten that. Thank you for that. So I've actually got 6 points for that at the moment. Tasty. Need another module. Right. Still haven't worked out which card I'm going to take. I think I'm going to take this one. Right, replenish. Okay. So, are we almost done? We've pulled the switch. I've got a crate to open up which has 2 food in it. So we could potentially go exploring again because I do have crystals. So I could go here. And I need to go here anyway in order to do that. We've got 2 energy left. Aha. Well, surely that's what we want to do. So I am going to use that energy on that machine there, take this card out and put it in the resting pile. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this card. You like this? Not a lot. I'm going to put this card under here. Now this is a card play action. Yeah, I do have the +1 range. And then the 2 crystals is the food. It's either that or gain a crystal and then spend the crystal as food. But I'm thinking of tucking this in here. I'm tucking this in here. And because it's a grey card, I get the food. There's the food. Now, that was a card action. So that goes to there. This allows me to get rid of 2 cards and put them in the resting pile. So it's going to be that one and that one. Now, we've got the food. So I now can explore. Oh, and there's food in the crate. There's food in the crate. Let's do that now. So we've got plenty of food. So let's go exploring again. So it's going to cost me 3 food. 1, 2, 3. Don't need the crystals. 1 to move there and 2 to explore. So that's 1 point. No bonuses trigger off here. I am going to take another card and it's going to go there. Nice. So I got the 1 point. I'm taking another card and we have slots free. So it's probably going to be a green card because that's going to get me the most bonuses. Although that green card allows me to play another green card, which I don't have another green card. But it still might be this one because when I play it, that's 2 extra resources. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be that one. And then hopefully this is green. Green, green, green. No, it's not green. It's yellow. Cards are not listening to me. Right. Yes, that is a good place for a big building. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Now, I have 2 gears. I have 2 crystals. But I have 2 card plays left. But beakers wise, we're quite weak on the beakers. Still got 1 energy if I need it. So I think I'm going to put this in. I mean, it does say including on this card as well. So it's actually going to get me 2 resources, which is probably the 2 resources that I need. I need 1 food and I need 5 gears. Yeah, so we can do it. So I'm tucking that in there. So that's a card action. It's a green card, it matches, so I get a crystal. And I get a basic resource for each visible beaker or flask or whatever you want to call it. I've got 1 there and 1 there, so that's 2. So I'll take 2 gears. Okay, 1 resource for all visible in your play area. On machines, slot modules. Oh, you get them on slot modules as well. And visible cards in your active or card slots. Yeah, okay, right. So we can do it. We've got just enough. Oh, we've got extra stuff here. So I could actually use the energy for the range. Yeah, let's use the energy for the range. So there's the range. And then we spend 4 gears and a crystal. So 5 gears for a big building, which goes there. So that's going to get me a crystal. I do not get the energy because I'm already next to that water, but I do get 4 moves up on the yellow and 2 moves up on the grey. So 4 moves up on the yellow is 1, 2, 3, 4, which unlocks that. And 2 on the grey, which unlocks that. So I get an extra energy. And I'm going to gain a grey machine part and a yellow machine part. I think that's right. I've done this right this time. I think I've done it right this time. Oh, was it 2 crystals? Oh, 2 crystals do double with big buildings. Okay, thank you. So in which case, I would have converted one of those crystals into a food quickly and then got the other crystal. Right, okay, good to know. Right, so I'm taking a yellow machine and a grey machine, and I've still got 1 energy left. So the yellow machine is going to be this one, which converts crystals into points. And the grey machine is going to be this one. Now, I've still got 1 energy left. So, what are we going to do? We could just spend that energy and convert my 3 crystals into 6 points, but I don't want to do that. I want to save my crystals for actually doing some really cool stuff. Is there any way I can get a module? No. That's a shame. Have any more cities appeared? No more cities have appeared. Well, there. So I could potentially build there. I need 3 books. Yeah, we could do that. And that gets me another population out. And getting a population out frees up a card slot. Or gives me all sorts of extra abilities. Like when I'm building, I've got +1 range. So yeah, and at the moment, that is the best card for that slot. Well, that's the only slot I've got left, but it doesn't match. Do I need to have a building next to the scoring corner to make use of it? Nope. I need to populate it. So these corner tiles, they're actually cities. So in order to get the bonus of them at the end of the game, you need to populate it by putting a meeple on it. am I going to do anything else before I hibernate? Well, I'm definitely doing something else. I'm definitely spending this energy. But I don't think I want to populate. I don't want to build again. And I don't think I want to explore. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the energy on that. And I'm just going to move up one of these tracks. And I think I'm going to move up the yellow track. Is that going to help me? Yeah, I'm going to move from 6 to 7, which unlocks this. That's going to go on there, which gets me a yellow module. Now, that, I think, is whenever I'm exploring, I've got infinite range. That's what it looks like to me. Let's have a look, see what the book says. This rulebook is very, very good, by the way. Apart from that error in the solo rules, and there's a couple of minor typos, other than that, the rulebook is really good. This machine can only be activated when you perform an explore action. Do not pay for range. You may use this to explore any tile on the board. I think we're going to take that. There. Gets replaced by another one of them. Okay. So I think I've still got an energy left. Where did that energy come from? Have I just moved the wrong energy by accident? Maybe I had a spare energy. Yeah, I could free another card and then I could play this one, but I don't know whether I want to play this one. I might just save this one. I mean, I could use that to get a crystal, which is effectively another resource, which means I might as well, yeah, I might as well do that. Did I move the wrong energy? Yeah, I thought so. I thought I only had one energy. So was that there? I think it was probably there. No, I took it off there. Okay, thank you. Right, we're all good. Again, I'm not thinking straight. It's weird. I thought I'd be okay with this, but I'm making so many silly mistakes. My brain is clearly, yeah, not up for this. So maybe a 12-hour stream of Hoplomachus Victorum after this is probably not a good idea, which is a shame because I was really up for that. Yeah, this is a case of my my physical capabilities not matching my mental desire to do things, which is every day these days for me. But anyway, I think we're done. I don't think we're going to do any other actions. We've got the crystals, so I could, before I hibernate, I could do another action. But what's going to be the benefit of doing that? If I hibernate now, or do I do another action and spend the crystals? I think I want to save the crystals. Yeah. I think we're going to hibernate. So that goes down 2 spaces. We move that at 1. I get 1 point. I get a crystal. I can't have the crystal. So I'll take a gear instead. I get these cards. I could build a small building there. It's not worth it though. No, I need to be building my buildings next to these because that gets me 6 points at the end of the game. So we've got a bazillion cards now. Okay, we got 7, but still, it's a lot of cards. 7 cards is a lot. Okay, then these cards go sleepy bye-byes. What else happens? The switch comes back. Click. I get my energy back. I've got 4 energy to play with. And done. Right, okay, off we go. We've got 7 actions left. It's probably going to be 4 card plays, a hibernation, and then another card play. So we don't have much time left. And there are a couple of artifacts that I still want to get. I'm probably going to go for the orange ones, I think. Oh, do I want to cycle anything? Yeah, I'm going to cycle that one. Because there's two of them. I'm also going to cycle that one. Because I've got one of them. How many things can I cycle? I think it's 3 of each. Oh, any number. Right, okay, so you can cycle any number of them. Wow. I'm going to cycle those two as well. Don't know what that does. Right. Any of these modules that I want to cycle? Yeah, I'm going to cycle that one. But I think that's it. Yeah, I'll just cycle that one. And any cards that I want to cycle? Yeah, I think so. I think I want to keep that one. Oh no, yellow ones are a bit rubbish. Yeah, that's actually quite a rubbish one. So we'll get rid of that one. I think I'm going to cycle that one. And I think I'm going to cycle that one. Right. So, excellent. Nice. Okay, there we go. I need to get that card. How do you get cards? Exploring. Right, it's me. So, here we go. This is the latter stages, I think. And I've no idea how it's going at all. Apart from this has been a lot of fun. It's such a thinky puzzle is this game. And there's so many things I want to do. So many things. I want to unlock that. I want to unlock this. But yeah. I definitely want to build in this city here because I am next to 1, 2, 3, 4 lakes. That's 8 points. It's 8 points just for putting a population marker there. And if I can build to any other ones as well. I mean, there's another lake down here. Oh, look at all the lakes. They're all over here. That's a good job I got the exploration. That's free. Although, to be honest, I'll explore it. There's no way I'm going to get the food to build all the way over here. Where do you build from? Is it just buildings or is it population markers as well? Calculating range, page 11. Range is counted from the chasm. Once you have placed a piece, range is counted from your nearest piece. So it's either a building or a population figure. So yeah, so if I was to sort of build something here, it would be from this location here. Right, okay. So. Well, we're probably going to play a card. I think we're going to play a card. Yeah, because I don't have much in the way of resources. I do have the Switch. So I could use the Switch to do that. That would get me a gear, and I'd get to then play a yellow card without that yellow card being an action. So that's quite good. Or I could do that, which is a food, and then any card, which is even better. So let's do that. Let's pull the Switch to copy that. So I gain a food, and I get to play any card without spending an action to do so. And I'm going to play this card here, which gets me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gears. So I'm at max gears, which is great for building. Now, if I build another building next to this crystal, that isn't going to get me any extra points, is it? It is end of game scoring card. Where is it? Each unique crystal symbol adjacent to one of your buildings. Each crystal is only scored once, even if you have several buildings next to that crystal. Oh, I found another slight typo. Not typo, but there's a new line there that shouldn't be. Vast crystals also, right, there's vast crystals, right. So there's no point in me building another building there. I want to be exploring somewhere else. Somewhere else. But anyway, we've pulled the switch. That's my first thing. That got me to do that, which got me to do that, which got me to do that. Right. Do I want to play this for loads of books? I think I do. I think I want to play this. Oh, do I want the 4 books? Or do I want... Yeah, I don't need any gears. Oh, I could do that. Oh, I'm swimming in resources now. The green with the bonus card. Get books and gears. Well, I've got the gears. Yeah, east from your city would give you a spot adjacent to Crystal. Yeah, there. That's a really good spot. If that ends up being sand, that could be a 12-point bonus at the end of the game. Yeah. I need to unlock this. So I think we're gonna do the population thing, and I think I'm gonna play this. So I'm gonna play a card. It's gonna go in here. It's very simple. It's 4 books. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Then I'm going to populate, and I'm going to populate this one. So this one here, it's going to cost me 3 books. 1, 2, 3. It's going to get me 2 points at the end of the game, and whenever I build, I've got a range of +1. So that's going to go in there, but I need 1 food to get there because it's at range 1. So 1 food. Or I could have spent the energy on that, but I think that's fine. So, huzzah. So every lake that I build next to is an extra 2 points. And I want 4 books for that to populate somewhere else. Right, I think we need to be exploring. Now, where's my thing? So when I explore, I have infinite range. But I need the food. I'm a bit short on food. I've already pulled the switch. I haven't got any more crates. If I get 2 points, I get an extra crate. I do have 3 crystals. But those 3 crystals could be 6 points. Which gets me to 20 and close to... I'm going to get this anyway, aren't I? Pretty sure I'm going to get that anyway. It's that I want. So, if I was to explore here, I mean, that's 5 food +1. So I can't actually do that. No, I can. But in a clever way. I'm going to play another card. I'm going to put this card in here. Now, putting that card in there gets me a food, but it gets me to activate my special ability. And my special ability is gain 1 resource for each adjacent water. I am adjacent to 4 waters. That is 4 resources. That is 4 food. Do we need 4 food? Sure. Okay, let's go for 4 food. Yeah, Maestro Marvolo also says victory points for the... 4 bonus resources. Yeah, victory points for the purple artifacts. Oh yeah, that as well. If I'm collecting the purple artifact, which I'm not yet. Anyway, we've done that. We've played a card. I've got some resources. I've unlocked that. Got some extra stuff. So now we've got the food. So now I can do an action to explore, and exploring. If I power this up with an energy, then exploring anywhere is free. But I'm tempted, if I am just going to explore here, to just spend the 1 food. I mean, that's also quite good, but I'm never going to get there, am I? Okay, now we're gonna explore. We're gonna power that up, so my exploration is completely free, and we're actually going to explore here. So it's going to cost me 2 food and 2 books. 2 food, 2 books. I get 4 points, which is a crate. There's a module in the crate. That's not where I wanted to explore, is it? It's there. No, it's fine. I've done it now. Okay, and I'm owed a card after this. And I need to put it like that. So that's the explore done, and I'm owed a card. Right, now I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put it there. That gets replenished. Okay, what was in the crate? There was a module in the crate. I'll remember that. I will remember that. Right. I think I'm going to explore again. Oh. I think I'm going to explore here. So it's going to cost me 5 food and then either an extra food or another energy for that. I'm just going to spend the 6 food. So it's 4 food and 2 crystals. I don't know whether that's the right thing to do. Oh, you can never skip snow. Ah, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, apologies for that. So it just means I would have had to do this in a different order. I would have had to have revealed this one first without revealing that one. And I think I probably could have done this. Yeah, apologies for that. You can't explore through snow. So we'll just I was going to explore this one anyway. I would have just done it without knowing where that was. So I would have probably put that there, not realizing that there was going to be a lake there. So yeah, I would have done that. So what's this? I've spent all the food. So it's 5 points and a card. So another 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a card and an artifact. Now, which artifact is actually worth more for me? Right now, these are worth more for me. So I'm going to take a card, and it's going to be... Oh, at this stage, we've got so much stuff. We've got so many gears. Got way too many gears. I'm going to take that one. Okay, I'm not quite sure what would have been different if I did that the other way around. Oh, the rulebook says you can with that machine. Oh, right, it was fine. Oh, okay, cool. We didn't cheat. Woohoo! Thank you. Where is the machine? Even those lying beyond other unexplored tiles. Yes, you can. So we didn't cheat. So would I have put that? Could I have put that anywhere else that would have got me any? No. There's nowhere where I can put this where I can build adjacent to both of those. So that's fine. That is fine. Right. We've got 5 action points left. We've still got 4 energy left. We've still got lots of cool things to do. There is still some funky building we could have going on. But if I did put it that way, would that help me with... No. No, it wouldn't. Okay, so we're having it that way. So I think I want to build here. And whenever I build, I've got a range of +1. So I don't have to pay anything for range to build there. And it's next to another lake, which is good for that. And it's going to get me some more advancements. Ka-ching! Right. Now, is it going to be a big one? Is it going to be a big one? It is going to be a big one. We're spending 5 gears to build my final large building, and it's going to go there. I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. I get 2 yellow advancements and 2 grey advancements. So the 2 yellow advancements is going to be 1, 2, which unlocks nothing. And my 2 grey advancements is going to be then there, which unlocks nothing. But I'm so close. If I get 1 more yellow advancement, I unlock that, and if I get 1 more green advancement, I unlock that. So we are close to those. Right. So we built another building, and it's next to a lake, so it's more points for that, but it's not more points for that. So my next plan is to build another building there, or possibly there. There would be even better. But let's have a look. We got 5 action points left. I'm running short on resources. Yeah, we are running short on resources. So I have this, I have this. We've got all sorts of goodies. I mean, to make them optimum use, I want to hibernate when I'm here. But I'm not going to really get much from hibernating. Well, I'm going to get a crate. What's in this crate? A module. Right. Okay. Got a plan. I'm going to use that energy to send this card to Sleepy Bye-Byes. Then I'm going to open the crate and I'm going to find this module, which I'm going to slot in there. Then I'm going to spend one of my action points to slot this card in here. That gets me 3 books and a crystal. And it's got that fancy symbol on, which means I can put another card in over the top. But before I do that, do I want to spend the population? Now there's actually very few places on the board that I can populate. There's only here. So I'm going to have to find somewhere else that I can populate, which is all of these. These have all got cities on. Right. How are we doing for food? I only need 3 food for that. I've got 2 crystals. And I said I need 1 more green and 1 more yellow. And that gets me 2 more artifacts. I mean, I could just build a building here. That's 2 green and a yellow. In fact, a building there is the green. What's that? Okay, that's quite good. Although the 5th card slot isn't usable, you still place modules in it. Oh, here. Oh, good point. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Thank you. That's good to know. What should I do? What should I do? Let's go through my options. I can't pull the switch, right? I can't really explore because I don't have the food. No, I don't have the food to explore. I do have 2 crystals, but that's not enough. I can't really populate because there is only 1 place on the board I can populate, and that's there. And I'm already, yeah, I can't. It's not going to get me anything. And I haven't got the food to get there. And I also can't really build because I've only got 1 gear. But I've got 2 crystals, which is 3. I get +1 range, so I could build if I wanted to. If I really wanted to build, I could build with, and I get a free range of 1. So there's all sorts of places that I could build just to get a couple of bumps up, but I don't think I want to do that. My special ability I can't do because I don't have a card with that icon on. So it looks like we're playing a card. And if we're playing a card, I might as well play the one that allows me to then play another card for free. I think. Did I get a card from the second explore? Yeah, I'm not sure. I kept saying I think I'm owed a card, but I don't know if I did. Energy. Yeah, I got 2 energy. Convert resources into crystals. Convert crystals into points. Get a module. Get another crystal. So yeah, they're all useful. It's just the order in which I do things. And I'm not quite sure what the best order is. Because I've got this as well, which is awesome because that's get 2 energy back. So I might be owed a card if I forgot to take one. I'm going to have to find some way of reminding myself that I need to take a card. I'll probably put a cube like on the deck or something like that, which means I'm owed a card. Okay, I did take it. Thank you, Graham. So I'm at the point now where I could sit here for 15 minutes and math this out, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to spend one of my actions to play that there. Now, this is slightly a waste because I get 4 books and I can only have 3. I do get a crystal. But I also get to play another card of my choice without having to spend an action to do so. And that will be oh. That will be this one. I need the food. So no, it's going to be this one. And I'm going to tuck it into there, which gets me 2 crystals, and I'm going to convert crystals into food. 1, 2. Although I need gears as well. Right, okay, I think we're done. I played a card, that got me a whole load of books, and triggered another card play, which got me 2 crystals, which I immediately converted to 2 food. Right, so now we're back in business. I've got the books. I don't need the books. I need the books to populate, which is going to get me another major artifact. So I need to explore somewhere close. And if I explore here and it's got an advancement thing on, I'm going to get it twice. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to explore here. So 0 range. So I spend 2 food and a crystal to explore. I get 2 points and there you go. I'm owed a card. So which way are we going to put this? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It is... Okay, so we can do that and I get a couple of grey advancements. Yeah. So yeah, I'm putting it that way. And I get 2 grey advancements from that. So off we go. 2 grey advancements. 1, 2. Does that unlock anything? It does not. It does not unlock anything. I need the green advancements to unlock this and this, which I think I can do. Yeah, the range for populating is going to be more difficult. Yeah, but that's okay. And I'm owed a card because there's a cube on it. So it's working. Right, I'm now going to take a card. Which card are we going to take? None of my slots are free. And I've already used the send somebody to sleep card. So I'm not sure this matters. But I'm going to play that one. Right, okay. I want a grey card for points. Oh, for that, yes. There you go. I've taken a grey card. So, at the moment, I can't play any other cards. And I can't send anybody to sleep. So I've got these cards that are all a bit wasted. But that does mean I can hibernate and then I can play another card. Right, okay. Is there anything else I want to do before I hibernate? Like populate? Which I can. So we can do this. I can populate. Yeah, I mean, a building here just gets me those 2 green advancements. But I'm not in any rush to do that. Yeah, I think we're all good. I mean, do I want to hibernate early? I mean, I want to use the energy first, but yeah, okay. So what we could do, build 1 place more south and get 2 green and a yellow. Oh, here. Yeah, 2 green and a yellow. And with building, I get +1 range. So that would get me more artifacts. That's actually quite a good place. But so's there. There's 6 points at the end of the game. Oh, so many options. So many options. AP Paradise. I mean, I've got 3 more buildings to build. I'm not going to build next to 3 more crystals on the edge of the board, am I? So... And I could do that now. I could build a building here, right now, using my special ability of +1 range, and it would cost me 3 gears, and I have 1 gear and 2 crystals. And that would get me a whole host of extra stuff. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's build. So 1 gear, 2 crystals, don't need to spend any food. Put a building here. I get 2 green advancements and 1 yellow. That goes to there, that goes to there. That unlocks that and that and that. So I gain 2 artifacts, which is going to be that one and that one. I'm probably going to get all of these. And I've unlocked an end of game scoring thing for me. And that goes there, which is an extra energy. And that goes there. Well, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? I've now got 3 energy. Right. Okay, so I've got loads of books. So I can populate, but I can't reach anywhere because I don't have the food and I can't pay for the range. I can get 1 range from this. And if I really wanted to, I could get a crystal from that. Solo game does not trigger off artifacts. It's purely the action points. Because the 4-pointer is not in the game. You don't use that in a solo game. Right, I think it's time to spend some energy. So first of all, I'm going to spend energy on gaining a crystal. Then I'm going to spend another energy on, I might as well gain a module. Oh, let's gain a module and put that there, which gets me 2 crystals. Thank you, Graham, for reminding me that I can use that area. So suddenly I've got 3 crystals. I think it's probably worth me trying to advance either yellow or green to the end. Yeah, let's go on there and advance that to there, which unlocks this. I mean, that's an extra 2 points. Gets me another one of these. I'll take that one, which allows me, when I use it, to rotate a card. So that's all of my energy spent. I can't play any other cards. I could now populate if I wanted to, because I now have the 3 crystals. I could also not quite build, but I could explore there. I probably want to wait till next time to do that. I think I'm looking at 1 more hibernation. I've got 1 crystal too many. Did it only get me one? Oh yeah, I took two. For some reason I took two. Thank you. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to hibernate. I don't think I've got anything else that I need to do right now. So we're hibernating. That costs 2 of my actions. Right. All of these cards go into my active area. So I've got 8 cards. These cards go to sleep. Monica is saying that this makes you want to play Epoch Early Inventors. I got given a copy of Epoch Early Inventors a very long time ago by a friend of mine in America, and I've never actually played it. It's still up in the attic, not having been played. Is it any good? It's weird because it's got a box. The box cover for it, I remember, doesn't have the name on it at all. We've done that, we've done that, we've done that. I get my energy back. Right. So I can basically do one more card play and that's it. But then I have to do everything else with the resources that I've got. So obviously the one card play that I do is going to be a card that allows me to play another card. Yes, obviously. So my one card play is that. That is it. Now, the rules of the game, as I mentioned at the start, are wrong. Unfortunately, there is an error in the solo rules. It says the game ends when the action cube moves beyond the top space. That is not true. The game does not end. You carry on taking as many other actions as you want to. You just can't play any more cards or hibernate. So that gets me 1, 2, 3, 4 gears. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get to play a yellow card. I have a yellow card. And where am I going to put it? This is not ideal. Now I could put it in here and power that up to allow me to do that. Is that worth it? Or what I could do is I could spend an energy on here to get a module, put the module in there, like that. A crate from the ghost. Oh, I forgot to do that. Thank you. Yes, when I hibernated. It's 2 books. I'll remember that. I don't need those books. And I'm glad you think they're ghosts. Because they definitely look like ghosts. Okay, well, because of that crate, I'm just going to tuck it in like that. That gets me 3 food. And I can convert up to 3 things into 3 other things. So I'm going to convert 3 books into 2 gears and a food. And then I'm going to use the crate to get 2 books. Right, off we go. We cannot play any other cards. So we are now purely down to doing the best we can with what we've got. Right. Now, that is 2 points at the end of the game for each beaker. Now, how many of them I've got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it, I mean, is it these cards as well? Because if it is, that would be amazing. Where is it? End of game scoring. Is it on campaign rules? Yeah, see, this is why I think it would be better in the rule book. Where is this explained? I'm not seeing it. I can still play a card by using the switch to trigger a card play. Oh, yeah, good point. Good point. There we go. Each flask symbol on your machines, slot modules, and cards. So, how many flask symbols have I got? It's a flask, not a beaker. So I've actually only got 1. I thought I had more. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 points. If I can populate that, that's 10 points. With population. It's probably not worth it. I want to be building here. Building here is going to get me 1, 2, plus another 6. That's going to get 8, and a move up on green. Green advancement's not going to get me anything. Well, okay, so yeah, I do have the switch. Oh, that could be amazing. Yeah, that could be switch to get a book and play a green card, which would get me 4 more books and a crystal. Yeah. Wow. Explore the tile to the north. That one. Yes. I think that's what I'm going to do first. Problem is, this is going to cost most of my food. Do I have... Yeah, I can get crystals back to get food. So we're going to explore here. So I'm going to have to spend 2 food to get there, and then 2 more food, which is all of my food. But that's okay. I'll save that for now. So 4 food. I'm going to get a card out of this, and I get a point. And we flip it over. I'm going to press the right button. And we're going to put it there. And this is looking like a very juicy place now. I could have used the infinite range. I forgot I had the infinite range. So actually, you're right. I will save that 2 food. Thank you. I forgot I had the infinite range. So that actually saved me 2 food. Right. So now we're going to build. Now I get a +1 range for building. It's 1, 2, 3 away. So that's the 2 food for the building. And it's going to be 3 gears. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put a building there. Boom. Look at that. Nice. I get a green and a yellow advancement. So green goes to there, which doesn't get me anything. Yellow goes to there, which doesn't get me anything yet. But I think I'm happy with that. I'm owed a card. And the card that I'm going to take is the grey one, because grey ones are worth 2 points. Right, okay. Why not a big building? I don't have a big building. I only have 1 small building left. Oh, and I gain 2 crystals. Thank you. So that'll be 1 crystal and a food. It was range 3. Yes. It's 1, 2, 3, but I get a +1 range whenever I build. So it was effectively 2 range, which is why I spent the 2 food. 1 crystal times 2. Yes, 2 crystals. Okay, so we definitely want to populate again, because that's going to get us another artifact and an extra 2 points. And that artifact is going to get me an extra 2 points. And being on there is going to get me like 10 points. Yeah, big building there would have been just amazing. Right, so we're populating. It is a range of 1. So I spend the 1 food. I spend 4 books to place this on here. And that gets me an energy. And another artifact. Okay, so there you go. I think getting all of the artifacts should be one of your goals, definitely, which I've managed to do. So we are running out of things to do. I have 1 building left. The question is, do I want to build it to unlock that? I probably do. I mean, that might get me... How many yellow non-starter cards have I got? None. Okay, so actually unlocking that is not going to get me anything. And in fact, even unlocking another artifact is just now 2 points. So if I'm going to be building a building, it probably wants the next to be something that, oh, that's all 2 points as well. It's all just minor things right now. It's just little points. 2 points from the blue disc as well. Yes. So that'll get me 2 points. Moving green another 2 will get me 2 points. How can I move green another 2? I could build there. That'll get me that's a net 4 points because it gets me that and it gets me the disc. Is there anywhere else I can get double green? There isn't. We haven't got any food. We do have 3 crystals. So there's still things we can do. Like there's still exploring to be done. I can't believe I could actually still explore at this point because this is next to this. So I can explore here at no cost. Although, to be honest, I'd get 2 points for exploring and I'd get a card, which is worth a point. I might be best just sending my 3 crystals off using this to get 6 points. Do I have 2 energy to unlock card left? Card left. I have 4 energy left. So I can definitely advance 1 on green with that. Whether I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know. Can I get 4 green advancement? The card unlocks 2 of your energy. Which card? Oh, you mean this one? Yeah, but I can't play a card. I'm not sure. Oh, you mean pull the switch to play that? To get 2 of my energy back? That what you mean? Right. Okay. Yes. I think we want to do that, don't we? And I think probably now is the time to do it, although I do quite like this getting points. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to use that machine, spend my 3 crystals to get 6 points, because 6 points is 6 points. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pull the switch. We're going to play this card. We're going to use the top effect of this card, which gets a book, and I get to play a green card. And the green card that I'm going to play is this one. But just before I do this, I'm going to put that on there to move that to there. And then this goes in here. I get a crystal. And I get 2 of my energy back, which is going to be that one. I do get points for building by the lakes, but it's only 2. It's only 2 points for building next to a lake. So it's not amazing. Right, I'm owed 1 energy back. What's it going to be? What is it going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, this doesn't actually really matter. So let's say I would have spent an energy on getting a crystal, and I'll get that one back as well. Right. So that's the switch done. 1 less thing to think about. And I can't play any of these cards. We have 2 crystals, we have 3 gears, we have 2 books, we have no food. So we're looking at potentially, and I need 1, 2, 3 more advancements, which I can do. 1 energy to get 1, and then build here to get 2 green. I mean, if I can build there as well, that gets me 1 green, but I need another green from somewhere. And I'm not sure how to get the other green advancement, because I've unlocked all of my machines. I think Paul was saying that I could have played that up there, but I've played it. Oh, you mean I could have played that one? So done that one to play a green card. No. I think what Paul's playing, well, I think what Paul's saying is that when I triggered this ability, that ability allows me to play a green card. I straight away went for that one. But what I could have done is played that one which got me 3 books and a crystal. And then that allowed me to play another green card, which was that one. So you can chain card plays, I think. I think that's what you can do. Yeah, very clever. Thank you. Right. Tom is saying, is there a city beside the green in the southern tile? Yes, there is. But putting population does not get you the advancement. Only building only placing a building does, not population. And although I now have the 5 books, yeah, I mean I could. It would get me an extra 2 points, is what it would get me. So we are back in the situation where I want to get 3 green advancements, and I can do it. I spend 1 energy on there to get 1, and then I just build here for the other 2. I just end the game with loads of books. Or I could spend my 3 crystals as 3 food and explore here, and we know there's a city on here somewhere, and as long as I put that city there or there, I can populate it without having to spend range. So that seems like a good thing to do as well. Because that's going to get me some more points. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Right, let's do that. So we are going to explore here. Spending 3 crystals as 3 food. That gets me 2 points and a card. And we're going to put it... so if I put it like that, I get a free grey advancement, which I don't need. So I'm going to put it like that. Okay, and I'm owed a card, and I might as well take a grey one because the grey ones are worth points for me. So I'll take a grey one. Next, I'm going to populate there, and I'm going to spend 3 books. 1, 2, 3. Put that there, which gets me the ability that I can now use this slot, except I can't play any more cards. I've still got the +1 range if I need it. Did I not get the point from the Explorer? I thought I did. Grey advancements do get me gears. Yes, I know, but I don't need the gears. I only need 3 gears, and I've got the 3 gears. So, yeah, did I not take the point from the Explorer? I thought I did take the point from the Explorer. In fact, I thought it was 2 points. Yeah, it's 2 points. I thought I did. Right. So, I was kind of hoping that there might have been some green on there, but there isn't. So I think we are going to do my last build, and it is going to be there, which gets me 2 green advancements, which unlocks this, which unlocks an artifact. Can't have an artifact, so I get 2 points instead. Then I use that energy on there to move that to there, which unlocks this, and that goes on there. So I got my green track to the end, and I got my grey track to the end. I did get the points. I thought so. Thank you. Right, we've got 2 books left. And that's not enough. I think we are done. I don't think there's anything else that I can do. So I'm 1 shy of getting all my 3 tracks to the end. Oh, wait a minute. I've got 2 energy. So I can put an energy on there to get a crystal. Oh, hang on. Is there something I can do? There is something I can do. Yes, just. Wow. I've got 1 energy left. I put that 1 energy on there to convert a book into a crystal. I then have 2 crystals left, which will allow me to explore something with no range, which is there. And I spend the 2 crystals as food, and I explore here. That gets me a point, and it gets me a card. I'm just going to take... I'll take a green card now, it doesn't matter. There's nowhere else I could have explored. No. And we flip it over, and it doesn't actually matter Yeah, there you go. I got an extra point. Right, now I think we're done. All of my energy is spent. I've used my switch. I've got 1 book left. That's it. Right, it is time to add up the scores. This has been fantastic. It is very thinky, but at a level that I'm comfortable with. It's a really, really good puzzle, is this game. I remember now when I enjoyed playing the multiplayer game, it's the same thought process, but with solo, there's probably a lot more to think about. Okay, so final scoring. How have we gone on? I think I've done all right. Thanks to the help from the chat. End of game scoring. Where's end of game scoring? Here we go. Right. So first of all, purple points. The lowest visible point on the progress track is 22. So 22 onto 42 is 64. So there. Do you get a plus 50 marker with the game? I don't think you do. There you go, 64. Points on unlocked technologies on your tribe board. So that's these, isn't it? So I didn't quite get that one. So 2 points for every green card, not my starting card, and 2 points for every grey card, not my starting card. Let's see what we've got. I picked up a lot of cards in this game. So starting cards. So 2 points for every green and every grey. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 points. Nice. Okay, I think that's it. Yes, that's it. Points from each large location where you have a population figure. Right, so I have a population figure here. 2 points for every lake that I'm next to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 points. And this one, 2 points for every flask. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Five flasks, 10 points. 10 points. That's another little energy thing. So on what? On 104 so far. If you have unlocked the end game card bonus on a machine track. Oh, I've done that. Well, what did the other thing mean? Points for unlocked technologies on their tribe board. Oh, that meant this. That meant this tribe board, not that board. So 1, 2, 3. So I get 8 points. 8 points for that. I wouldn't have called them. Yeah, okay. They are technologies. 4 points to play with the end game tile. That's not in this game. 2 points for each minor artifact. 2 points. 1 point for each 5 remaining resources. No, nothing. And then the artifact card. So every time I used my player power, which was twice, I get 1, 2, 3 points for that. So that's 6. Every 2 modules I've got rounded down is worth 3 points. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 modules. So that's 4 times 3. That's 12. So that's 32. And then finally, the big one. So 6 points for each crystal that I'm next to. So 6, 12, 18, 24. So 24 onto 32 is 56. Okay, that's it. So 156 is a major victory. So it goes up to 180 plus. So I did well. I got a major victory. I was just short of a superior victory, but there's still more to go. And this was my first time playing it as a solo game. Thoughts? Brilliant. It's the only downside, and I'm saying this as I didn't find this a problem, but it got to the point where you could just AP forever. Because it's all under your control, the order in which you do things, there are so many options, And when the game opens up with all of these machines, with spending different energy in different places, it could lead to a lot of analysis paralysis with you just sitting there and going, how am I going to do this? But I like a puzzle game. And yeah, for me, as I mentioned at the very start, this is a perfect solo game for me. It's very thinky, it's very puzzly. It's down to you to work out the most efficient way of doing things. There's variability because the way the board comes out is going to be different each time. Your player power is going to be slightly different and everything else. I'm one of those people that doesn't need a bot to play against. I'm more than happy with a beat your own score game. I know some people think any solo game with a beat your own score system is not a solo game. I don't agree with that. It's just a different style of solo game. And yeah, my preference is not to have a bot. So yeah, it was really good. Mechanically, this is one of my favorite games of last year. This, I can tell you now, this is in my top 10 games of 2022. I don't know exactly where it is in my top 10 games because my multiplayer game of this, I was a bit concerned by the balance issue. But mechanically, this is up there with some of the best games from last year. Is it anything new? Is there any new innovative mechanics in this game? Possibly not. But I absolutely love this player board. I love the way that you start off with no special abilities, and as the game goes on and you move your little markers around, you unlock these machines, and it gives you more options. It gives you more flexibility. I love the fact that there's only 3 main actions in the game. You either explore, you build, or you populate. And the rules for them are similar. The range rules are the way that they work are similar. And I also like the way that the hibernate action, which in some games is just, take your workers back and do nothing else. In this, it's actually really clever when you do it, and it gives you bonuses and everything else. So yeah, I think, well, my opinion is this is one of the strongest games that came out last year. Absolutely. If you like medium to heavy Euros, probably not even heavy. No, this is definitely medium to heavy. I'm not the depth and the thinking make it heavier, but rules wise, it's streamlined. There is no fluff in this game, I don't think. I think everything in there is needed. I think the variability is fantastic. I think the card play is fantastic. I just love this game. As I say, it's definitely one of my favourite games from last year. But we're done for tonight. So a big thank you to everybody for watching. And apologies again for me not quite being with my brain, just because I'm still a bit cloudy from being ill. But I'm really glad I did this. I know a lot of people said, Paul, you're ill, just have a rest and everything else. If I'd have sat in bed for the last 2 hours, I'd have been bored. It did take me an hour or two to set the studio up and get ready. But I've been wanting to play this solo for a couple of months now, and I'm really glad I did. So yeah, thank you very much to everybody for watching. And as I mentioned at the start, this wasn't a sponsored video, and all of the advertising revenue goes to charity. So if you are in a position to be able to support me on Patreon, a lot of people watching are Patreon supporters of mine. So thank you very much for your support. It's your support that, obviously helps me create videos like this and buy new fancy cameras like this one, which I can do various things on. I will be back tomorrow. For those people interested, I will be back tomorrow with part 3 of Paul Rates his entire collection. It starts at 2 o'clock in the afternoon GMT tomorrow. It will be going until I finish. It will last probably about 4 hours, maybe 5. I will try and be as quick as I can. But I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. It'll be really good to get that out of the way. That's happening tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And for those people who wanted to see Agricola this afternoon, that will be rescheduled. I will be doing it. We're going to reschedule it. It will probably be next Friday evening that we're going to be doing that. So, yeah, that's everything. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your support. Give the video a like, thumbs up, leave me a comment, all of that sort of stuff. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.